What's your tell us back my Raw review for July 6th, 2026? You know, I always think of July 6th, 20 years ago when Goldberg won the WCW champion. I'd rather watch this than this. Literally. It was in the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, which I was kind of confused. Why was the WCW match being contested between two SmackDown wrestlers? But then I realized, wait a minute, somebody's coming back on this episode of Raw. Anyways, they show what happened at night, as we always know. Sami Zayn shows up at the arena and then walks and meets Cody Rhodes. Zayn said Rhodes is thinking about his title victory is a fluke, and the Golden Boy is going to easily run through him and take his title back. And then Rhodes said that what he's thinking. And then Gunther attacks Cody Rhodes. Come on, he's fucking suspended and all that. And during the show, he was not cleared to compete in the match. And I was like, oh, something's happening. I said that already when... Because I was like, oh, somebody's going to take his spot. I wonder who that's going to be. It was a dead giveaway, really, but we'll get to that. And then Seth Rollins comes out. He is a visionary revolutionary. He is Seth Rollins, yada yada. Rollins said he loves this building, and then there's a CM Punk chant. Get used to that. Rollins couldn't care less about Punk. Punk isn't his business. Rollins' business is the World Heavyweight Championship. His business is SummerSlam and all that. Talk about the Shield debuting as a trio and all that. Reigns was the chosen one. Reigns was going to be on the marquee, the big star in the main event of WrestleMania. It doesn't matter. All that. Rollins says Chicago has always been honest with him. So he'll be honest with them. And all that. Then LA Knight comes out to interrupt Seth Rollins. And Knight says Rollins lost in his first round of the Kingdom tournament. Knight did as well, but he isn't marked a claim to the World Heavyweight Championship just for nostalgia's sake. And then Knight mocks Rollins and Reigns and all that. And then Knight gives himself some flowers, and then Knight gives him and cuts off the bloodline and the members with Reigns. Then a little while later, and he comes around across Seth Rollins and the Vision before getting cut off. Now Reigns and the Bloodline are back, trying to put him down, but you can't do it and all that. Anyways, then after all that, Rollins walks off. Jimmy Uso kicks LA Knight. Anyways, Raw's Union Bold Eagle is walking with Gunther, and Pierce says, abusing him. Gunther says Pierce's decision has led him to this. And then SmackDown GM Nick Aldis comes up and yells at Gunther. Security kicks him out, and Gunther says, Aldis failed as a wrestler and a general manager. Well, you failed as a world champion, Gunther. Arguing about talking a main event from SmackDown and all that. And yeah. Oh boy, that was really long. Anyways, we got a World Tag Team Championship match between the Street Profits and they lost the tag titles to the worst version of the Vision. Because Max and Pre comes in and it hits, I believe, with Angel Dog using the Family Jewels. Yeah. What was the fucking point of this? This was not good. I'm just being honest here. One out of 5. I already talked about, Cody's not. The doctors are checking on Cody Rhodes, who is disarmed, and Raw GM Boldigo comes in and checks on him. The trainer can't clear him and all that. Like I said, we obviously know who it's going to be. Anyways, next time I think Women's Intercontinental Championship match sold Raquel defeats Raquel Arias. Oh, Raquel's gonna fucking squander this, and she did. It was an okay match. That was all I had to say. It's just a 2.5, but I don't care about Liv versus EO. I hope just end the fucking ring, give it to EO, move on. Just let Becky Lynch be the one that he's throwing her. They're probably not gonna do it. But anyways, they show what happened between the Hell in a Cell match between Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. All that. There's a video about Unreal Season 3, whatever about that show. I don't care. Polyman addresses the Hell in a Cell match and all that. Tonight he is here to talk about Oba Femi, and Oba Shan comes out, and then he comes out and Oba Femi knows why Heyman is measuring. Heyman stops people before making bad mistakes not at WrestleMania. Femi proved to the entire world that Brock Lesnar is beatable and all that. This is going to be a fucking crazy-ass match. I'm expecting a collapsed ring, a destroyed cell, a fucking massacre, and yeah. Anyway, Samson gets interviewed, and Bolio tells Cody Rhodes is no longer able to compete tonight. Again, we obviously know, moving on. Even Page and Rusev defeats Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. It was whatever also. Afterwards, Joe Henry runs down and tries to save them, but it was too late, and then what was that? Not much of a match. It was a whatever match. 2 out of 5 again. Jimmy Uso was walking at the time. It's time for him to step up for the Bloodline, and then Jacob Voss attacked LA Knight. Moving on, there was also a Bayley video package about her friendship with Larry Valkyria. Moving on. Pierce and all this over, reminding him that he's on adoption leave, and then all this says the placement is successful phone call, and we get the main event. Sami Zayn comes out first, which is kind of weird to see Shane come out first. It's usually the challengers, but they kept this as a surprise. The crowd was changed for this man's name. I already talked about it. It's CM Punk. We're in Chicago, and we obviously know it was going to be CM Punk. Come on. We haven't seen it since the Raw after WrestleMania, which, yeah. We get this match, and CM Punk defeats Sami Zayn to win the WWE Championship. This was actually a great match. Where the fuck was this throughout the entire night of Raw? But yeah, Punk wins. I assume he's going to SmackDown now because the WWE changed it to SmackDown exclusive belt. But yeah, 9 days in held the title. That's look. He had a run. That's all I have to say. He had a run. That's it. 3.5 out of 5 I'll give it. Ugh, this Raw was just a C. I'll get a C minus. Yeah, fuck it, C minus. Because Punk coming back was this save it really. And yeah, I'll do Space Jam: A New Legacy tomorrow, and then another Wednesday of another showdown before Hunt for Gold. That's the last showdown before that, but still. And yeah, and also Thursday, my second show, Titles World Reviews, you will see TNA Destination X 2011. And now we're done for tonight. And there you go. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, click the bell, and there. Bye-bye.